What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sorare Road to Glory. If you are following the series and you do enjoy it, please subscribe because, as you can see, only about 17% of you are subscribed and it really helps out. Right, so here we are with last week's results. It's possibly one of the worst weeks I've had since we started the Road to Glory, and that's why I'm going to throw in next week's lineups at the end of the video. I'm going to bulk the video out a bit and show the lineups with the rewards. Because like I said in the last video, I don't know whether you guys want to see lineup videos or not. Separately to the rewards in future weeks. If you want me to make two videos, one rewards, one lineup videos, make sure you leave a comment because the lineup videos just weren't doing as well. So that's why I stopped making them. But you'll get to see next week's lineups at the end of this. You probably can't see that, so it's probably behind me, but Ivan Provedel conceded 3 against Milan. Against Milan, so pretty much deaded this lineup off, and no one else actually got decisive anyway. So that was pretty poor. This was basically a throwaway team because Jakob Glesnes wasn't playing, and I'd stupidly already used my swaps. And Buanga also wasn't playing. Hector Herrera wasn't playing. So yeah, basically a throwaway team. Nice clean sheet from DISASTERCLASS though. And quite a tough fixture actually as well. This is a team I was pretty disappointed with. It started off with Remy dropping 100 as captain. Can't believe how bad David was. He missed a big chance. At least one. Could have been two maybe. No, just the one. And then Mbappe got a decent score. And I was just thinking if David had have done something, I could have been on for a reward. But then Vanderson didn't start. Don't know whether that's injury or anything, but I'm pretty sure he was on the bench. And they conceded 4 to Montpellier. Like, Monaco have got such a bad defence at the minute. I need to get rid of that stack. Bundesliga, again, nothing special, not a single. We got a clean sheet, but no outfielder decisives. Everyone just had a bang average 50 game, really. Be a perfect Cat 240 team. Premier League, again, some really good scores, mixed with some really bad ones. Edison conceded and did nothing apart from that, so that was poor. Rodrigo started on the bench. I had a feeling he would, but I just didn't really have any other options. Salah got 1, Trent got an assist. These scores could have definitely been higher. Trent conceded 3 and still got 60, so that's not bad, but Sonic because his decisive his AA game was poor. Everett Chiese, what a player he is at the minute. Brought him in for like 44 cap points and he's scoring pretty well for us. This team's just obviously to get coins, and I'm playing in a private league, which I'm actually doing pretty well in, so I might show you that at the end. Moving into the limited lineups then. So annoyed with this. 15 points off, as you can imagine. I had it hit. And then in the 89th minute, Pablo Ruiz got a second yellow. So that was annoying because going into this, I didn't think Sapong was going to start, or I wasn't sure because he just moved clubs. But he moved, banged, got the best score of the season yet. 18 AA. Even just without the decisive, 18 AA would have been his best score. So we're going to hold on to him for a little bit longer. I think I was thinking about selling him last night because his price is like nearly doubled, but it's still only to like $5, and I think he could be a good striker for us with his L15. Moreno, not a great game, but a really tough fixture. Camacho, you expect a bit more from him, really, considering he got the clean sheet. 1 tackle, 2 interceptions, 6 duels. He just lost too many duels. If he didn't lose that many duels, we'd have got the double-double and nearly the triple-double, so points would be better. But Pablo Ruiz had a really bad AA game and then got a red, so that's pretty poor. Tim Melia, don't know what's happening with him, to be honest. I know the team's poor. He got 2 saves again, 2 diamond saves. Seen some posts about how one of the saves was amazing, so hopefully he did play well and that's going to secure him his spot in the lineup for a little bit longer. But moving on, MLS Pro Limited, saying 0 points because this lineup got cancelled. After I knew I wasn't getting a reward, I thought about selling Daniel Lovitz and listed him, but I decided against it in the end, so I've kept him. Ashley Westwood didn't have a great game. His first game back though, at least he got minutes. started and played the 90, but Yimi Chara came on. Yeah, he came on in like what, the 65th minute and scored. So that's really good. It's nice to see him getting minutes again. Hopefully he starts next week now. Diego Chara just an average game as usual really. Baraz has been doing really well. For AA, I think he's had like a 23 and a 33 in his last two. Lovitz wasn't the best game, only 48, but they didn't get that clean sheet, so it's not the worst. Got a nice little triple double. But yeah, there's a couple of players in here like Lovitz, Yimi, and Westwood that I think can really help us in the coming weeks. I think we'll be able to get a good team together pretty soon. Another team that did okay, actually, some really big scores and some really small ones. Oyarzabal just isn't good enough. His AA is terrible. If he doesn't get decisive, then he just kills the team off. Danny Parejo missed a penalty again. He missed one last week, missed one this week. So what, we'd have had plus 10 on his AA, plus 25 decisive, that'd been plus 35. Would have had us pretty close to a reward if we had any sort of competent striker. But Griezmann's been banging. Barcelona stack did well. Koundé was back at right back, which is nice to see because he just scores better AA there. So, and then semi-pro had these two in, so I wasn't expecting much. Jondre Yedlin was actually on for a pretty good score at one point. I'm sure he was around 50. I'm guessing it was that goal that pegged him back a lot. But we've already seen Braz score. Similar to Chanot, he gets decent AA to say there's no clean sheet in there, but it's just not good enough. We're needing them 80s from him again to try and push for a good reward. Carlos Hill just hasn't had a decisive in a couple of weeks, but his attacking AA is like gross, so hopefully he gets something soon. As you see there, 3 attempted assists. No shots on target this week, but it's a lot of passes from him as well. I do think I'm going to keep playing semi-pro for a couple more weeks before I try and introduce another lineup in limited, because I just think we can get another reward when everyone's playing. We'll have Baraza, Chanot, Hill, Herrera and Buanga. I think that team could get us 1 or 2 more tier 5s, 4s, maybe even 3s. So we're going to stick with that for now, and I'm going to quickly show you some private leagues I'm in. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm doing pretty well in a couple of private leagues actually. These MLS ones are probably over now for me because of how bad I did MLS this week with 2 dead scores and 1 player not playing. John Ellis League's finished. But in this, what's his name? James Lawrence Alcott's private league. So open it up, I'm doing pretty well. 12th at the minute. Definitely going to work on my Premier League team a little bit this week. What? So 238 for top 10. I've accidentally opened that. 238. We're only 28 points off top 10. About 250 behind first, which is a lot, but with the weeks we've got left, it's definitely possible to make that gap up. And first place wins a couple of Premier League tickets or something like that. But it's nice to be getting so high up in a league of what? How many people have we got? Nearly 900. So it's nice to be up there competing when we haven't been doing too well with some of the other divisions at the minute. As you can see, we've basically got no ETH balance either. So we need to get some thresholds hit. But anyway, I'm going to go over and start building some lineups. So before we start doing that, remember, if you do want to see lineup builders coming out as well as rewards videos every week, then just drop a comment, let me know, and we'll make sure that happens. Right, see you in a minute. Right, we're back. It's lineup builder time, but just quickly before I jump into lineup builders, I'm going to quickly show you something else new. I got this from Sorare Butchered Lions description on his videos. It's a great way to track your threshold wins compared to your initial investment. As you can see, our current investment was £25, £8.10 in threshold rewards, and 75p trading profit. So we're still we haven't made our investment back yet, but we are at, is it on this one? Our gallery value is about $37 at the minute. As you can see, I've made some team plans over here, but that is actually irrelevant to this. Let's get rid of that. These are the current 10 players that we own, what we paid for them in monetary value. I've actually got this. This is pounds, but it's just got the dollar sign in now, so I should change it. Then players that have sold, I actually backed out of this sale, so we haven't sold him either. Right, and then these are just the weeks. As you can see, the weeks that we've won. It's been every other week so far, but in the week that we missed it, we won Pablo RUIZ. That was a good week anyway. But anyway, let's start building these drafts first. Right, Bundesliga. I'm just going to update these. I don't think I've made any swaps in Bundesliga, but obviously we're going to throw him in because we have the defensive stack anyway. Oh, actually that's such a good fixture for Delict though. But I think he's going to... I think Vardy will find his way in as our extra anyway. Malin's been scoring recently, but that seems too much of a good game for Musiala to miss out. But then do you use Mal? Yeah, why not? We'll change it up. We haven't actually put Malin in a lineup since I got him. I'm going to captain Delix. He's been scoring really well. Let's throw that in. Do the French League. Yeah, and these amateur teams just aren't doing well for me at the minute. Against Nantes. Seems a good fixture, but I've got 9% on Ubel and I have Vanderson sat here too. I just have to put them in. It's not a bad fixture for Lille actually. And Mbappe's against Troyes, is that? Yeah. We'll captain Mbappe. See, this, it's just these guys. If these guys both start and get a clean sheet against the worst team in the league, then I don't see why this team wouldn't win as a reward this week. As long as these two keep up their form. But it's a lot of these amateur teams basically pick themselves because I haven't really got backup players. I just needed really peak scoring players. Is there no La Liga on this weekend maybe? I think there is midweek, so it could be due to that. MLS, it is then. I brought in Blake, thought he was a better backup, but for now I'm just going to stick with Barraza. Actually, no I'm not. I am going to go Blake. I'm going to go Blake with Glesner's. Throw them both in. Because we're going to go Barraza and SemiPro, probably with the defensive stack anyway. These are both probably going to get in. Yeah, Buanga, Q, and I might captain. I'll captain Herrera in that. Yeah. I think that's a pretty decent team. Definitely gets a good score. This is one of the amateur ones I actually care about because of the private league scores I've just shown you. See, the clean sheet peak is higher, but I just think Martinez he's going to get better at A. Probably not now I've said it, but Edison just doesn't have the same kind of peak. He's more of just a clean sheet. And right, so I brought in De Bruyne, and now I don't know whether he's going to play or not because he was injured, wasn't he? He wasn't even on the bench. He has to win because, and I'm going to captain him for now because if he does play, he's going to be my captain. But I need to look into that more before the deadline. I'm recording this on Monday, so I've still got plenty of time to find out whether he's going to play. Actually, no, I don't. This will be midweek fixtures, is it? I'm going to quickly check on my phone. No, I've got it set to the weekend, haven't I? Yes, I've got it set to the weekend. But they do play midweek. I'm almost sure they do. Yeah, they play West Ham. So I'll be able to find out whether he's playing in that first. If not, Rodrigo's going to have to come back in. It's a pretty good Premier League amateur team, actually. If they all start, like, they've all got hundreds in them. So it's quite a hard thing to find in these amateur divisions. Seems to only have tough fixtures at the minute, Ivan Provdel, but throw him in. this team picks itself again. I don't have any backup players for this. So these guys all go in, all got tough fixtures. I'm just going to captain him. He's due a decisive, really. So, and then Cat 240. It's basically the last proper team we can build due to Pablo Ruiz getting a red. It means we can't have 3 limited lineups this week. Right. See, this is where it gets hard. Actually, I'm going to do the defender last because it's one of the... You're just missing one game, isn't it? Yeah, just one. Ashley Westwood against New York. He's got the low L15, which could be good, but I think this fixture is just a bit better. Again, see, this fixture is really hard, but that's a hard one to choose. Actually, don't have a clue where I'm going with this team. I thought I was a lot more set in what I wanted than I am. That's a tough fixture. That's a tough fixture, and he's going to go in SemiPro. So we've got to put Lovis in there. We've got to prioritise this lineup. Who's going to score out of these two? You probably fancy Yimichara more. He costs you 5 more. Right forward, 65. This one doesn't want to tell me now. No, that doesn't. We'll throw Sapong in now just for the extra cap points, so then we can see who we want as this extra if it wants to load. No? Yeah, there we go. So Pablo Ruiz is out, which means we can have anyone else. So who's got the best? You know what? I'm probably going to throw Ashley Westwood in there. It nearly fills the cap. And yeah, I think he could get quite a good AA game against New York. So I'm going to throw that in there for now. And we're going to go look at SemiPro. Because it leaves us with quite a few options for SemiPro if we don't want to... If we don't want to use the usual Chanel, but I think we will. Diego Chara, that's quite a good... Going with Barraza. This is going to mess up. Oh no, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. No, this is going to mess up because this is SemiPro. I'm going to have to bin this to have access to the players for SemiPro, aren't I? Yes. Right. Barraza goes in net still. So then, do I want Chanot in here for the defensive stack, which hasn't actually had me a clean sheet, I don't think. Branca goes in. Well, does Jimmy Chara actually get in this? If he did, it'd be as an extra anyway. Decent fixture for Herrera. Could Camacho go in? It's not a terrible fixture at home. Been in some better form. Diego Chara. I think it just makes sense to stick with Chanot. He's been doing good for us. So I'm going to throw him in, and then Carlos Hill just gets this last spot, doesn't he? Just makes sense. Obviously, Chanot has to be captain. And yeah, let's have a look at these lineups. So that's the lineups. Let me know whether you think we're going to hit threshold or not, or if you would change this team at all. And let me know if you think we've got a chance at finally getting another reward in SemiPro. So thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, please do subscribe. It really helps out. Like, and make sure you leave a comment. Anything, just drop a comment about the teams or whether you want to see lineup builders back. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.